Hello everyone and welcome back to Recursed, the puzzle game about puzzles inside of chests, inside of dungeons, with all sorts of fun recursive properties. We're jumping into the temple today. If you haven't already, check out the prior parts in the description below or card above. You will need the context because this game is weird and gets very difficult. We have another ring here. I'll go ahead and see what he has to say.
Now I have a jar. I went into the fissure and I have a jar.
You have a job because you went to the fishery? This guy's commentary consistently confuses me. Can I not get up there? Maybe if I, like, really balance it on the edge? Like this? There we go. I'll bring it down just so I can bring the cubes in as needed. Boom. Okay, yeah, I will definitely need to, bring in at least one of these guys. Pop you here. And then... well, I guess we can just kind of try going over here. And now we're done. Oh! Wait, what is this? Huh? Oh! Interesting. What? Okay. Let me try that again. What a strange little thing. So it's a vase that allows us to jump back into a particular part of a level with all the objects in said level still mostly intact. Look at this. We did this, and now this is all contained in a vase. If I go back in here, it's a different instance. Okay, so ideally, we need to bring the vase here. Then bring you in. And then just go up? Okay, curious. Strange. This is a very scary thing to have unlocked, I'm not gonna lie. Resume. What if I just bring you back in here? Can I bring this into the world? I can. Then we pop you, bring the key through. Okay. So we can bring instances of the vase into the same room that they represent. That's very good to know. Hello, Mr. Ring. What do you have to say?
The jars store the instance of the room generator by entering the chest.
True.
They give you a single chance to return to a previous instance.
Yeah.
That seems straightforward to me.
That's just the mechanic. It's so weird to me that sometimes they'll just talk about the mechanic as if it's like something interesting. Okay. We can... I mean, all I really need is just... okay, here's my theory. We do this. We bring this key here, then make the vase... Now, the key exists in that vase, but if we bring this guy here, we'll be able to bring the cube and the key into one place together. Perfect. Which is necessary because how else do we get up here? Okay, this mechanic is not... The last world's mechanic really confused me. This one is not so bad. I can't get up there with the key, so I have to come up here. Let's see what's here. Oh, interesting. Okay. So this one is... What are you? You are... Okay, so we could use the key there. Is that the only place we can use the key, or is there another key use here? I guess the only place we can use the key. So we for sure bring you down here, and may as well bring you down here too. Why not? I mean, I can't really think it's wrong to, like... Well, no matter what, we're doing this, right? Can I go up here with a cube? I can't... Oh, I can't bring an object with me. Interesting. Well... Okay, but if I do that, then the cubes disappear, kinda. If we do this, then yeah, they're gone. They're gone. Then do I need to bring this cube? Okay, I need to bring this chest into where the cubes are so we can then do stuff using these guys. Well, I could just make it up there by myself. Interesting. Okay, I need exactly one more cube to get up there, I think. And can I reach the gem once I get up there? We'll find out. But basically, we need to do this so that we can bring the other cube in here. Otherwise, we have no second cube, really. Nice. Okay. I always think the gem is like so high up in the air and it's like impossible for you to actually grab the gem, but I'm usually proven incorrect. I love the background of this world. I love the spirals. They're very cute. Is that the entire... Wait, is that the entire first area? Yeah, it's just the chest and the key. I mean, obviously we can, you know, do stuff with this. I think I get it. Maybe? Maybe. I really don't want to, Okay, so if we bring the chest here, then pop the key through, we could theoretically throw the key at the gate. We don't want to do that because then the ring, it'll open the ring instead. So what if I do this and then open this before it goes through? It still did that, darn. What do you say for yourself?
An empty cupboard. I have to say, of all the empty cupboards I've ever been in, this one is slightly more disappointing than most.
What? Okay. He just says so much nonsense and random stuff. Is this what it sounds like to talk to me? Is that what I sound like? I don't quite get it. Maybe I do, actually. Let's not even bring, I've got it. We do this. We, like... Okay, I think I've got it. So, we've had puzzles before where we can't throw the key at a certain area, but we can throw the key in an object at a certain area. That is this puzzle. We need to throw this pot over here, then bring the key out from this pot like that. Perfect. Understood. Nice. Next up is a level called Build, it looks like. Not much to do here. Let's go ahead and keep you high up, just in case. Mr. Ring, I'm gonna politely just ignore you. Sorry. I don't... Okay, so we can build up stuff because we have enough cubes. Do we need a third cube to get up there? Or do we need several more cubes? Here, let's go ahead and do this and see where this gets us. This gets us here, which, is this enough cubes to get up? Probably not. We need one more, and I'm not quite sure where that next one comes from, to be honest. But fortunately, we can just kind of reset this whole thing. No problem. Do this. Jump back in. Pop. Goes the weasel. And I guess we can kind of vase it out. Let's get a couple vases going. So that we can then perhaps maybe get 2 cubes in one session in a future, in like one instance. I want, I think, 4 cubes in one instance. And it may be possible to achieve that by bringing a vase into a vase. Huh. No, the vase into the vase doesn't seem that helpful, to be honest. And we can't use this as a platform, right? Well, because if I leave this room, then the vase will in fact disappear, right? It doesn't have the permanent property. It does not. So then how do we get 4 cubes in like one instance? Is there any way to make like recursive vases so that we can kind of put a vase inside a vase and then from there we're doing pretty good? If I do this though, then we're not really doing anything new or terribly exciting. Because then we go pop and we go I don't think that was terribly useful, was it? Mr. Ring.
Row, row, row your boat, gent.
I am not... that is so visibly not helpful. That is hilarious. I'm like, in my time of need, I'm going to ask you, for once in your life, to actually try to give me something even remotely handy. And what do you choose to say but row, row, row your boat gently down, presumably, the stream? Is it merrily? Merrily. Merrily, merrily. Life is but a dream, if I recall the nursery rhyme correctly. I need to... What do I need to do? I guess we bring the vase in and just see what happens. We do this. We have you. Oh! I think I get it. We can pop in here and bring out a cube. And then we have the exact same thing as what we started with, which doesn't sound that helpful. Unfortunately. Maybe instead, actually, I do this, and... Is there any way to recurse jars? Like, a way to kind of make some jars have multiplicative additive effects? And just to be clear, if we put a cube there, that's still not going to help us, right? Up top, like, the cubes won't really do anything for us, right? We do this, and now we have only 1 cube in this room. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yikes? Question mark? On bikes. Fine, I'll listen to the full thing.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
It was literally just the nursery rhyme. I am losing my mind on occasion with this game and its antics, let's call them. We pop you out here. Is there any real benefit to putting a pot inside of like a pot, for example? We bring you in here. I guess what's nice about the pot is that we can kind of bring in objects and have them exist up here, which could theoretically be handy, but like Again, if there was a way to get a pot inside of a pot and then have that persist, we could kind of stack out 2 objects. Could we even? And real question, we can't use the pot to stack. The pot only can bring in objects, right? We can't stack. Fine. This is gonna sacrifice the solution, but just to test. Can we? Nope, it does not stack objects. So, we do this, jump back in. Again, we just need 4 blocks. 1, 2, halfway there. It feels so close already. Well, because then, you know, we have this pot, and it's fragile, but it is nice. I want to have 2 blocks in here, and the pot. That's really the important thing, having 2 blocks in here, and a pot at the same time. I can bring a cube into the pot, and then we only have 3 cubes. And nothing useful ever happens. Unless there is somehow some way to use, like... Again, we need 4 blocks. I have tested, we need the 4th block. It is essentially a non-negotiable, I think. I'm going to come back to this one later. We're going to try some other ones first. Internal. We have a key, we have a cube. We use the cube the first time around to get over here. Nice. Let's bring the chest over here so we can have all our objects in one place. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, very interesting. Ooh, very interesting. Okay, we need to just break you. We need to find a way to get a key up here, which normally would be using the chest. Cool. And then that's absolutely not the solution, at least not for the time being. Though this gate is permanently closed now, which is good. This cube is no longer... The cube is in fact needed. How do we get the cube to coexist with the vase? Because what we need is we need this vase to be in this room. We can't do that. What we need is for this vase to exist at the same time the cube does, and I think I have a solution. We pop you, and then maybe pop you, so we end up with 2 vases. Wait, where's the cube? The cube is here. There's a vase inside of the vase, which also has the cube. Oh! I think I'm beginning to see how we might potentially have done the prior puzzle. Okay, first things first. We need just a vase. Then we need a vase with cube. And then we bring into this room the vase with the cube, this guy, so we can then place you in the water, swim up, and enjoy our sweet, sweet, sweet reward. What are you talking about? Literally, what are you talking about? I put you in the water. Do the vases not accept? So the... What? I thought the whole point was to get the vase in the water, so that the vase could be waterlogged. Does the chest have to go in? Okay, so the vases can't be waterlogged. Got it. Cool. So we bring the chest in instead. We need you here. Then we're gonna jump into this guy with the chest. We can use the cube to get up, then pop the chest in. Okay, well, it's good to know that vases can't be waterlogged. That's a very helpful thing to know for future puzzles. Wish I'd known that before this one, but that gives me some idea of what to do with this one potentially. Where we maybe ought to bring the chest into a vase, as opposed to bringing the vases into a chest. Is there any place where that... Why'd I go down here? And why'd I reset? I did not have to reset. This... But there's ways to approach this puzzle that I had not previously considered. We have a vase that has a couple of fun chests hanging out. Then we go back in here. We go ahead and get another vase going, just so we have some fun double up. Because double up is often important. Then what if we bring the chest in here? We can do this. Oh! Wait, this is just an infinite block source inside of this vase. Oh, that's clever. Well, now we have the infinite blocks we could ever, all the ones we could ever need. Here, which is good. Let's see, jump up here. We'll grab the key and then we can escape. No problem. I'm gonna also, just for fun, grab the ring, as people in the comments have been begging me to do for a while, just to see if the ring has any interactions with this gem. Doesn't look like throwing it into the gem does anything. I'll hold the ring while I jump into the gem. Nothing appears to be different. Entwine. That's a very scary thing to name a level. A lot of these look aesthetically very similar. Okay, I need to refresh myself on the vase protocol. When we enter a vase, we enter at the entrance? No, at where the green portal is. Okay. Keep it high, keep it high. Don't put it low, not to begin with. I mean, so we need pretty obviously. Can we get up here with an item? No. And we need to have a cube here so we can get up, and we need to have a key up here so we can exist happily, I guess. Then with this one, we need... Ooh, okay. We need to get a cube over here. 2 cubes, in fact, potentially. Oh, I can't even get back up. We do that. Oh, that's easy. We just bring an object through. No, we can't. We cannot bring an object through. That's actually one of the big things we can't do in this particular kind of puzzle. no reason not to just have both of them down here. I guess an obvious thing we can start by doing is doing like this, where we bring an object into the universe as such, right? But then we're stuck doing something else. I think, I don't know why I reset. I think the green portal at the bottom of this one is mainly here just so we have an escape button as needed. That's the whole thought. Just so we have an escape button as needed so we can actually get out of this area. The most important thing, I think, what is the most important thing? If I bring you in here, then I'm going to... Can't really do anything with you. That effect is intense, by the way. Phew. I wonder, how many blocks does it take to get up there? If I had 2 blocks in that room, I could get out of there, or I could grab more objects without any real problem. Can I get another block in this room? Is that a feasible thing to do? I guess it's not so bad. Oh, I see. We can extract any item we really want from this room. By just kind of placing it to the left? But we can't really extract the item itself because then we can't bring it out. At least not to my knowledge. Okay, I have a new idea. We do this, and we are... Ugh. I guess... okay. And the main thing is we need just a cube and a key in this room. Again, very conveniently, we can make a vase here, which will allow us to pop you in here, thus bringing along for the ride a key like this, and then that's it. That is the end of all our possibilities in this particular room, because the vase breaks, and now we are stuck in Bazinga Land. We can, of course, bring the chests in. That's a very scary thing to do. Because how do we justify bringing in the chests? Because, like, look. We can do this, for example, and have... sometimes my keys just get a little bit stuck, and I end up doing things I didn't mean to. We bring you in here. And then we can make an infinite number of this kind of vase. And what's the point of having this kind of vase? Hum. Hum, hum, hum. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, we can find a way to... You jump in here, and you can bring the cube here, no problem. If we come in with the cube, then we're happy. We then find a way to escape this. Okay, so we're going to find a way to put the cube in this room first. And then make a vase of this room, which we can then... do something with. I would try to... Ugh. Oh man, you know? Maybe actually, unironically, what I need to do is I need to bring you out and then jump back in here and just make another vase of this. Oh, wait, this is gonna work. And then we come in here. I should have brought the vase that's up there currently down here. Otherwise, I am simply stuck. Okay, I'm beginning to disentangle this knot, though. I need to basically... It's hard to explain in words. I'm just going to show you what I'm trying to do. How did I get where I was? I did it by bringing you in here. And then just committing to having the chest here. We have, if we do this, a vase primed and ready to be the next great, like, thing. Cool. So that's a vase that has a cube in it. We then need to keep this guy to the side and bring you through. You can't do that. This is definitely way overcomplicating it, but we can then do this, pop you in, and then we have the key and the cube in the same room. I definitely overcomplicated it. I didn't need to do as many steps as I did, but I don't know. It's not bad to have a few extra things. Redundancy is the word I'm looking for there. How close am I to getting up here? Not that close. How many cubes am I looking to... How many cubes am I looking to... Yeah, how many cubes am I looking to do? This chest is in a permanent location. If I do this, is it just gone forever? And the bird doesn't even come to tell me I screwed up? Brutal. I don't get why this chest being permanent, having the permanent green glow around it, why that really changes things. Does that mean the vases are also permanent? No, it doesn't. Because all this tells us is... Ooh, I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. We need... Okay. Okay. It's green glow is relevant because it will allow us to pop out, like, in that location. Okay. We need to get the chest up here. And then we need to throw the chest over after we've looped through it a couple times, not unlike the big puzzles from the last time around. Okay, we come in here, we pop a key, we leave. We bring the other key in. Nope, I screwed up. We come in here. We create a vase with a key in it. we bring this guy in, and now we have the other key, which is awesome and great. Everyone say, yay, we love it when we have the other key. That's awesome and great. Then we make a vase that has this cube in it. Specifically, like, here. Great. Vase exists. Chest is going to go in here. We bring it up. And then we just loop once, allowing us to throw it up there. Right. The jump height is a little off. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Do we need 2 cubes? Is that the implication here? That we need 2 cubes so that we can, in fact, jump over this amount here. Yeah, because right now we can just barely throw over. So we need another cube up there then. Well, if I exit, it'll pop me out there. Which is nice, I guess. Then we can pop in, perhaps exit with it, if that makes sense, and also exit with this one. Yeah, I'm not really seeing how I'm going to... Okay, so we need to find a way to get 2 cubes, I think. Potentially. Again, let's see if there's any way to kind of like... Is there a way to duplicate keys using vases? I don't really think so. It is just kind of one object per existence, I think. Man. Pop in. Boom. Get up, get up, get up. Nope, guess not. I mean, okay, what we did the first time to get open the gate, definitely tracks. We do this, and then we pop you in, and we just kind of open both gates. And now we have a cube, and we can use the cube for whatever we want. Notably, we can use the cube I have an idea. And I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but I do have an idea. What if we were able to get the chest where the cube was, so we'd be able to effectively like duplicate cubes by respawning there, you know? Like if the chest spawned in that leftmost area, we could bring a second cube in, I think. Maybe. Yeah, let's try that. I def need to restart though. Boom, boom. We make a vase. I'm stupid, we don't actually need this vase. Let's go ahead and just break it. And we need a key vase. No, this isn't the right way to do it. Because if we open the door, Ooh, I'm not really piecing this one together. I guess, Again, the whole thing is that we need another cube here. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm really stupid. I actually I had the whole solution here the whole time. We don't need 2 cubes. We just need to use the same cube in 2 interesting ways. All we need is this cube. We do the fancy shenanigans we have been doing, where we, like, pull out... No, not you. We need to bring the cube in first. We put you in. We pop you, like, here, and then come out with the vase. Jump. Bring Mr. Chest into the vase. Bring you up here. Oh, but the question is then, I was thinking we could set up a system where we, like... I'm being dumb. I guess we could use the vase again? What if we... Okay, I have a new idea. We bring the cube into this vase. No, why would that have worked? Okay, we don't need to have the chest up here necessarily. What if we bring the cube a couple layers in? It does not need to... Can I please get in here? What? Hey, Mr. Cube. Oh, did I just screw up? I placed it... There we go. Huge. We go in here. And we, like... And we, like, make a vase with the cube right here. My left key is consistently sticking itself down, which is bad. No, I should definitely go some more layers in with this cube vase. Plenty of layers deep. Okay. Can you please just... Okay. Then we have you. We are a few layers in. What if we bring out the cube now? The cube sits here. And then we... I'm so stupid. I just demolished the cube for no good reason. Oh, no, but I was so close. I was very close to the actual solution. We do this. We do this. We do the basic thing we've been doing with all the chests and stuff, or with the keys and stuff. We pop you here. And I just leave the key. I am losing my mind. What I want to do with that whole stuff is bring the cube in a couple layers deeper, so we can then bring the chest up, then bring the cube back through and pop out where the chest is on top of, like, the thing. Okay. Then we're just gonna go... No. We bring you in here. And then we just go in a couple layers. We need to put the cube in this vase to bring it forward a bit. No, we don't. We need to bring out a vase. No, we don't. We need to bring the cube into the chest and then make that instance a vase. Just go a couple layers in. Cool. Vase time. No, we don't need this. We need the cube. I am having just sincere difficulty piecing together some of these solutions. Please let me grab the chest. Thank you. We go here, then bring the cube back through, and now we're up there and can safely throw the chest over, then go back out a layer again, and now we're here. Okay. 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 We're piecing it together. This is nightmarish. Some of these puzzles are borderline impossible. The void. Oh no, and then there's a whole like extra stuff down there. Let me give a good old college try to one more traversal. Let's just hop in here. Oh, this doesn't seem that bad. This seems, if anything, almost like normal. This seems like a very basic concept. How many do we need? We need... Oh, just one more, I think. Yeah, just one more. Okay. Well, that doesn't seem that hard to achieve. I mean, the first thing is just kind of popping you in here, right? And then we can pretty handedly create some fun stuff like this. I mean, the main thing is just... What am I doing, actually? What am I doing? If I go another layer deep, what does that do for me? Not all that much. Ooh, this is kind of intimidating. Yeah, okay, so this is not nearly as simple as it seems. Again, all we need is 2 cubes. Now, is there any way to bring a cube into, like, the main entrance for the chest? Pretty easily, actually. We just established this. We can do it like this. Pop you. Then we put you here, so you're now in the main entrance. Good for us. Did not mean to stack them like that, but it's okay. We can go ahead and rescue it pretty easily like this. Now, is there any way to get a second cube in a similar situation? Well, maybe. Oh, wait, this doesn't seem that bad. We now have 2 cubes. Oh, this is actually, like, borderline ideal. Wait, how did I get another cube out here? How did I get the second cube in like this? What am I doing, actually? I've essentially no idea. Um... Ugh. How does any of this work? How does any... Okay, I'm genuinely at something close to a loss now. Do I just need to bring this guy into another chest? Is the point to just go even more layers deep? I mean, surely not, right? Surely the point is just to kind of be happy and fruitful, not somber and melancholy. Surely, right? If I do this, do I end up with even more cubes I can use? Oh, actually, yeah, that's gonna get us cubes. I don't exactly know what I just did, to be honest, but I think it'll work. I think it'll get us more cubes. Will it? Maybe not. I just somehow duplicated a cube, I'm pretty sure. I mean, evidently I'm not that sure. I'm, struggling to piece together my own puzzle, as it seems. I'm just making a bunch of layers with a bunch of fun pots. Maybe we do this. And then do, like, this. I mean, this is another cube we now have. We do have a third cube. No, because we're stuck down here with the cube, which is no good. Yeah, how do we get the next cube up and at 'em as opposed to down below and sad? Because we just need to find a way to get another cube up. Oh, I am losing my mind. I think I maybe should have saved this for next time. This could take me a while, I think. Well, I did just soft lock. That's pretty fun. Really? There's no soft lock bird? I like the soft lock bird. I wish he would show up more. Because I soft lock plenty of times. I am not exactly, like, doing my best always. We do this, and then as a consequence of doing this, we can bring you in. And now we have 2. And we can... Wait, how did I even get 2 the first time? How did I even get 2 with the chest in the same room the first time? I did it like this. I brought you in, and now we have the chest and 2 cubes in the same room. Can I not just duplicate that again? Can I not just do the same thing again? We put you here, bring you out, and then pop you like that. Okay, well, it's the exact same thing literally now. Well, Shaggy. We have this bad boy. And we have I have no idea. Do I have a new idea? Nothing's new under the sun, of course, but I'm beginning to develop something close to a new idea, which is important. We have this vase, which will allow us to bring out a cube. There's a cube stored in this vase. If we can find a way to get another vase up here. Is there a way to store that same cube in 2 vases? No, they're pretty strict about it being like one object per instance of that object. It's a little tough to get around that kind of rule. So I guess if we did this and then just swapped out the cube we're already using, what am I doing? I don't get it. Because again, we made this guy, which is just this cube hanging out in another vase. Which again, probably is helpful. Somehow, some way, but the level of true helpfulness, profoundly unclear. I mean, okay. So, what if we bring the chest down here and we start working with ways to get, extra objects out of this area? Oh, excuse me. That's just moving around the exact same little cube. It's the exact same one every single time. Try to get a swig of water there. Boy, I just don't know. I just don't know. We go up here, the chest is gone forever, and we go a couple layers up, and now we are all the way down here again. Yikes. Is there any benefit to bringing a chest all the way out to this, like, or not a chest, a cube all the way out to, like, this beginning area? I'm not forgetting how I even did the first part of this puzzle. I mean, we did this. We wound up here. We wound up doing one of these, which then allowed us to... Wait, how did I even... Oh. How did I even get the cube up here in the first place? Oh, I remember how. I did it like this. And then with this, we could get one cube into... maybe several? Maybe several? Was it literally just... Oh, I'm losing my mind. I genuinely can't recall how I did even the most basic first principles. Oh, but now we're stuck here. Yeah, what even were the first principles? I just kind of glumped my way through that and didn't really... there was some logic behind it, but now I'm quite quaintly forgetting how any of that worked. We do... I mean, obviously we can do this. Bring you in here. But then... How do we get the chest? Oh, yeah, we get the chest and the cube in the same room. Like this. Cool. Then we do this. Do we just do the exact same thing again? To get... two cubes here? Okay, well we have 2 cubes there, but I don't really know how we're gonna get the chest here as well. Okay, so it's all about duplicating the cubes that we have using vases. Is there any way to do anything fun with this vase, or am I totally just stuck? Okay, but I think I'm starting to get how all of this even vaguely works. We do one of these. Bring you through. No, we do one of these. This vase can go away. We do this. Bring you through. Okay, great. And now we have chest and box on the same level. Now we just need to find a way to get 2 chests and box on the same level using math and science or something of the sort. Let's go ahead and get cracking. We have 1 here, and that's not good enough. Obviously. Do I need to make a... I guess I need to make a vase that already has 1 guy up here and 1 guy down there. And then we can just bring the chest in? But we need to bring another cube in somehow with all these shenanigans. We need to find a way to do this, then maybe have yet another pot that has another first edition cube. Maybe if we do like this, for example. Now we have two pots, both of which have a cube on the first level. Is there any way to converge all of this into one beautiful one? There is. We can do this, and then we can do no, we can't. Okay. We can do that. I just did it wrong. we need both of you down here again. We bring you in here, pop a cube on the top layer, and now we have a vase. Great. We do the exact same thing with the other one. We pop a cube on, now we have a vase. We jump back in here and put the vase there. There's a vase within a vase that allows us to have the two vases up here. We can then bring out the cubes from the vases and ignore the chest entirely. Ooh, this is clever. This is good. This is good. Jump up and beautiful. Okay. Well, that... We've been going for a, Man. God, okay, I'll try hydrophobic. I kind of just keep going and going and going until I eventually lose my mind and stop. This also doesn't seem that bad. Basically, I want... So if I put the chest in, can I get it back out? I cannot. Let's go ahead and see what happens with all this. There's no way to... Yeah, that figures. That tracks. Okay. So we do this. We create, notably, vases of this version of the room. Do not, do any of this, or do not, what's it called? Fill up with water. They are hydrophobic, to use the name of the level. So, we do this. We bring a vase in. And then pop in here. Grab you. Grab the cube. Oh. Well, that's very easy. Okay, so the entire thing was just teaching you that they... Or not. Or not. What? Well, that's annoying. I guess maybe we can do this. Then make a copy of the room. Bring in this vase to get another copy of the cube. Okay, this isn't so bad. This isn't so bad. We can make this work pretty easily, actually. Good thing I made a lot of extra copies of this room. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and grab another copy of the cube. So we have 2 cubes. And then we bring this dry vase into the wet vase. Bring this key into the dry vase so we can actually grab you. And now we have another cube. Nice and easy, lemon squeezy. Perfect. Not bad at all. Hydrophobic, more like hydro... we did it! Yay! Oh, we're just looping. Oh, fascinating. Oh no, fascinating. Let's see what actually happens with all this. What are... What's the goal, you think? Because also... Wait, we need to understand the properties of all this stuff pretty well. This is the full wet version, right? Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Very interesting. So, we need to find a way to basically ensure... Here. We do this. Can I get up to the left and make a dry copy? No, not really. No, not really. Ooh, that's bad. because we want to find a way to basically get this green chest here so we can pop out here. We can't use a vase for this purpose. We need to pop out here while it's wet. We can't really use a vase for that purpose because if we do, then it'll just spawn us on the left-hand side over here. Okay, let's go ahead and create a little fun little this. Now, even though it's all wet, this is still a dry room. Ah, now that's interesting. So it's about creating the ideal order of dry and wet rooms. Let's go ahead and make a couple layers of dry just for security. We come in here. We grab a wet version of the room. We bring the wet version out here. Not quite sure why, not quite sure how. But with this wet version of the room, we can then... Actually, we need to make at least one dry version of the room. In between? No. Let's go ahead and try this first. We go in here with the wet version. We have the chest. The chest can now live up here, because why not? Then we back out. And we can throw... the chest over there. And then if we were to back out into a wet version of the room, we'd be clear. We'd be in the clear. So how do we alternate effectively between from wet back to dry? Because once this guy is wet... Sorry, did not mean to do it like that. Do you use vases to alternate from wet to dry? Like, for example, like this. But now all these versions are wet, which is the problem. Yeah, once you go wet, you can't really go back, can you? I guess, oof. Oof. Man. Like, again, I figured out how to move the chest around in dry space. I just don't know how to navigate all that while it's wet. You know? Man, okay. Because, like, look, once you have this guy here, we are able to pop out of this guy. Yay. And if we pop out into a wet world, then we are happy. I have a new idea. We need to not only get the chest over there, we need to get the chest over there in a context that would allow us to then submerge the chest. Which to me means... Oh, did not mean to do it like that. I meant to do it like this. We make a wet version of everything, and we do this twice. We now have 2 wet version of events. We pop in to this one and go ahead and leave the chest up here. That's awesome. Boy, I was hoping... Oh, I guess we can just do this again. do this and then make another wet version. But I want the wet version to be up here. Oh, wait, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We can do this. And then back out again. Now we're here. Throw wet over. Throw chest over. Pop in here. Oops. No, we need to go back out a layer. Oh, I totally screwed up. But that was almost the solution. I had to bring the wet chest or the wet vase in with me so we could, or bring the chest into the wet vase so we could then just have, like, a wet chest in general. Actually, that's an important question. If we, for example, make this wet vase, then drop the chest in, and then leave the vase, it does not remain wet. It does not remain wet. I need to do some science. I need to do some science. Ooh, big sneeze. Apologies. We do this. We then make a wet vase. I then want a wet vase within a wet vase. Then we do this one more time. Bring... Did not mean to do it like that. I meant to do it like this. Pop you out. I unfortunately have seemingly forgotten the wet vases in the one area I was not meant to forget them. It's okay, we can recover. Oops. I just want like the layered wet vase, you know? I keep actually falling into the stuff I'm trying to like do things with. I also totally forgot the entire point of my mission here. Wet vase in wet vase. 2 wet vases all in one place. Then we pop up here, leave you here, then exit again with the wet vases. The wet vases come with us over here. Oh, come on! I hate how this is it's one button for using both the portals in and out of rooms and for I hate how it's one button for both things. It leads to all sorts of misimpulse like the one I just did there, where I thought I threw in the objects, but no, I'd actually... Ugh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Then we bring wet vase into chest. No, vice versa. We bring chest into... No, vice versa. We bring chest into wet vase. No, we definitely don't. We go here, pop out there. Is this a wet vase? If we put you here, and then walk out again. I'm so close to doing this, and I know exactly what I need to do to actually fix it this time. Okay, we're going to go ahead and make a couple more layers of dry. I don't need to come out of the chest. I need to, yeah, come out of the chest to get up here. But more importantly, I can use a vase to kind of reset where things are after a certain point. And that's more important. So if we put a vase here, and then put this chest here, oops. Oops. No, no, no. I screwed up once again. I just can't really get a handle on all of this. Throw. Throw. We now have... I was meant to jump into the vase with the chest, but I didn't because I'm dumb. I need to go... Okay, reminder for myself. I need to go into the vase with the chest. The entire point of this is that we're going into the vase with the chest. Great. Then, chest please, thank you. We go in here. We can pop here. And then notably, we won't leave where the chest is, we'll leave where the vase is. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're submerged. Okay, okay, okay. I'm now coming up with a new theory of the case. I'm coming up with a new theory of the case. New theory of the case. We need to emerge from a vase, from this spot right here, from a wet vase, from a vase that has water in it. Hop out right here. How do we do that? We do that oof. Man, okay, okay. I think what we need to do is we need to oh god, okay, I'm not even wait, okay. So again, we need to here jump out of a vase. Oh, this is blowing my brains. Okay. Okay. Vase. Here. It's wet. We jump out of the vase, we go up here. Day is saved. How do we... I guess we just have to... But if okay, so here's the problem. We want to exit out of here from a vase that is wet, but if we are already entering that vase, like, from this area, because there's no way to have the chest be here and be wet. That's not true. If we already established, actually, if we do this, then make a wonderful wet wonderland. We can put the chest basically wherever we want here, and every single layer thereafter will be wet. We are stuck with the wetness basically forever. So then what? So then what? Because we need to... Okay. Now, are we stuck with it forever, or can we exit enough times to make it no longer wet? We can exit enough time to make it no longer wet. So then how do we exit? Either with the chest here, or with the vase there. Because no matter what, if we enter a vase, we're going to pop on the left-hand side. That's like the whole gimmick with vases, is that, you know, we make a vase, and then where do we pop out? We pop out on the left-hand side. Yikes. No one likes that. Right? Again, love the background. Love how like it just gets increasingly like fractal, where like it changes minusculely. It's pretty fun. Man, this is a clever puzzle, and I will be happy once it is out of my life forever. We really need to figure out, boom, like... Man. Because also, like... Again, like I've been saying, this is not... I want the vase here. I want a vase here. I want a vase that I can use to jump out of here. And when I jump out of the vase, I want everything to be, like, wet. Now here's the question. Is there really a way to get here without the vase already being, like, very wet in some way? You know what I mean? I'm thinking personally, no. I'm thinking personally, there has to be some amount of, like... Man, the... Oh, where'd the music go? And now the music's got lost on us. It's fine, though. The music is going to go ahead and just sit here as you linger in silence trying to figure all this out. I guess... Because we're close. I think we're close. We bring you, like, here... Ah... You know, because we can get a pot up there to the right without much issue. Without much issue at all. But getting it to have water in it, I should just be trying things. I don't know why I'm not just, like, trying a million things, you know? Half the gimmick with this game is just trying things until eventually you figure out how to recurse yourself into an ideal position. And then we're here. I think I've got it, actually. I think I've actually unironically got it. Is this a wet or a dry? This is wet. But if we escape this, then the chest will be dry. Okay, no big problem. We can go ahead and make some more wet chests using this classic technique here. We'll go ahead and make one for the time being. I don't think I need more than one. And also a dry chest, because why not? We can then pop in here. And it's all... Did not mean to do that. But... Oh! That's it! That's unironically the answer. Yeah, okay, we've got it. Okay. We... Ooh. That was almost it, though, because the chest was there. And if we just go through a couple layers of, like, wet... no, but will that even work? I don't think so. Let's get a couple wet chests going. And how much do I need to recurse for this, you think? How much do you think I need to just be making like a million little vases inside vases inside vases and stuff? Wet chest over there. Think I need a dry chest? Do you think a dry chest would help? Because, like, look, we can bring the wet chest in here. Not sure why I did that, to be honest. But then if we do this, then we're just back to the dry chest. Is it about manipulating the chest so that we end up in... Oh... Man. Man. I'm just not really seeing it. I think pretty obviously. I think it's pretty obvious that I'm not really doing the best here. That I'm not really piecing all this together, I don't think. Again, what was wrong with my initial solution of what is or would be or should be wrong with my initial solution I proposed, where I did this, where I did boing, 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 bim bap bop, then bring you around. We have a wet chest, because why not? And then also a dry chest, because why not? Then we brought you in here, popped you here, exited, and then you're submerged, but I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not figuring out what we're meant to be doing here. Again, we love a good wet vase, a wet vase. Again, there's some simple trick that once I piece it together, we'll be happier. Not happy, but happier, because I don't think it's really possible to be happy after this whole situation. Ugh. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Cause like, hmm. Because there's no way to. Okay, for example, let's go ahead and make it like a nice little wet vase. A wet vase, please. One wet vase, mister. Think of the wet vase. Now, let's suppose we brought the chest up here just for funs and giggles as well. Because why not have some funs and giggles? We have a wet vase here. Now, hypothetically, what is stopping us from. I have an idea. It's a weird idea, but it's definitely an idea. For this idea, I want one dry vase and one wet vase. Here's the wet vase, we throw it over. Here's the dry vase, we throw it over. Uh, Wet vase is the one with the handle more to the right. And the chest. This is the dry vase, I'm pretty sure. No, I screwed up. I need to have um the dry vase in the wet vase before we like mess it all up. No, no, no. What even is my idea? Basically, I'm looking at layering. So we have dry inside, wet inside, dry, or something like that. You know, you know. If you know, you know. But we put this guy in here, and then we're able to like ourselves. Wait, what? I have so many vases inside vases at this point that it's hard for me to keep track of what actually is or should be happening at any given point now. Because then how do you make it wet? How do you make it wet? How do we make it wet? How do we do it? 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 You know? Man. I'm going to go ahead and reset just so I have a fresh palette. Just so we have a fresh palette. Just so I have something to think about. Something more to ponder about. I mean, okay. The way I'm thinking about this is that we either have to exit from a chest or from. Okay. I'm now thinking about. Okay. What if we had. Ugh. Man. It's very clear to me that we need to exit from either a chest or a vase while the room is flooded so that we can get out. How do we get it so that the room is flooded while I am trying to get out of the chest, get out of the bubble, get out of like the dry, the flood, the bubble bath. I don't know. Here's the general idea that I'm kind of coming up with though. We need to layer vases inside of each other so we can essentially get the chest over here, then drop the chest into okay, I'm beginning to come up with an idea. I'm going to need to bring a dry vase into a field of wet ones. I really want you up here. You're great and all, but what I really want is I want this dry one. Then we have this. I messed up. This is the dry one. This one will be essential to our plants. What I'm thinking is we go several layers deep into wet ones, and then we drop the chest into a dry one somehow, and that will allow us to like get out, kind of. Actually, wait, no, I think this actually is a lot less complicated than I've been making it seem. Pop you here. We put you, the dry one, up here, and also come out with the wet one. Wet one and dry one, specifically both at once in here. Let's go ahead and just... We put you here. And then we can't get the chest over, but we can get the chest over if we do this. And then if we do this, we'll escape into the wet one. No, will we do it now? No, it's still... Man, okay. Okay. But that does generally prove my theory when it comes to us being able to move the chest there. We just have to start in a wet one. We have to start with the chest. So our starting point. Let me grab. Do I need to keep layering dry into wet into dry into wet into dry into wet? I might just do that, honestly. I might just grab this wet one, and then we grab a dry one, and then we make another wet one. I should have thrown that one down first. Okay. We'll reset. Wet one. I'm just going to layer a bunch of wet and dry ones together, and hopefully I can piece it together from there. I'm reshading the whole thing so I can kind of get my bearings again. First things first, just a million layers. Just a million layers. Just like 300,000 layers of fun stuff here. Just so many layers that you don't even know what to do with these layers. We pop you here. I think the last one is going to have to be a dry one. So I'm going to go ahead and pop out like this. It's dry. We throw it over. pop the chest in here, then we're going to bring this dry one through so we can make a dry one in a wet one. Great. Then we do the exact... No, we don't. Then we do the exact same thing again, except we're going to bring this up here. So we have, once we exit, that is dry into wet into dry. Throw it over. And we'll get one more wet layer going. Again, just trying whatever we can until something sticks. That's wet into dry into wet into dry. I hope that that is enough. We bring you in here. We pop you here. We do one of these. We do need dry. You're too far down. You're not in the right place. You're not in the right place. You need to be up here. I can't use you if you're down here. But in general, then we do this. And then we do this. But hopefully, if we just escape a bunch, we'll eventually end up popping out of the chest in the right-hand side next to the gem. Eventually. No, it's not wet. 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 What are we doing here? 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 Let me try one more time. Just gonna go all the way back and hope 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 and Copenhagen. I am in Copenhagen. The hope, the copium is so real. So then how do I do it? Maybe rather than jump into the chest first, we actually need to have the chest jump into a wet vase to begin with. Oh, that could work. Actually, that's a pretty good idea if I say so myself. Okay. We need to end with dry. So we do this. We pop over here. We do fun little dry vase. Then we bring you in here. And we'll get a nice wet vase. And now we have... What? Okay. Wet into... I guess we can... No, no, no. Why didn't you grab it? Why didn't you grab it? Why didn't you grab it? Thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Then we do this to get another piece of dry. Like that. Right, right, right. Then we go for wet again. We go for wet again. And then what if we have the chest kind of do some of this? Oh, we have the chest be sitting in this permanently wet spot, but then we can go into dry like this, throw the chest over, Do I need to do anything more after this point? Do I need to do anything more at this point? Okay, we're gonna hope and pray that whatever I'm doing here actually worked. Please. 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 Yes, yes, yes! That worked! Oh, 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 oh no. Oh no, it is not even functioning. Oh my god. Okay, 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 okay. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. That's enough recurse for an entire lifetime. We'll go into the void next time. Oh, that's very scary. Oh no. Oh no. This world's gonna take me years next time. But that's okay. Good puzzling, good puzzle game. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, to be sure to like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the game, check out the description below for more information. And until next time, enjoy yourself. Ah!